This is Sam with Lime Painting coming at you from Boulder, and I'm with Bob. He just got limed, his home just got limed, and he was willing to tell his story on why he chose lime. So you could have gone with anybody, Bob. Tell us why you ended up going with lime.
Well, we've owned this house since 1987. Had it repainted once by the original painter. I went back to them, but they disappeared on me. So now I had the daunting task of who do I go with, who's reputable, and who does a quality job. I wasn't so concerned about the cost of it, more of getting a good job done. And I noticed a few locations in our neighborhood get lined. They sign out in front of a house or, a truck with the company name on it. I'm thinking, gosh, I hope they don't paint every house lime green.
Yeah.
Need something a little bit more subtler. And this is the original color that we didn't want to stray from. But I didn't, I had older paint cans and stuff. It was a Benjamin Moore paint, but lime painting uses a very good quality Sherwin Williams, but yet, so my first call, I happened to be talking or made contact with Sam, and he came by, and we walked around the perimeter of the house. Mostly, I thought maybe the trim needed painting, but Sam, in his detail professionalism, pointed out the siding and all the intricacies that are involved with their painting process that I had no idea on. And so that just speaks to the overall professionalism of the company and to Sam himself, of how he engaged with us, very personable and very, detail oriented in describing what they would do. And that's half the story. Then the workers show up when they were supposed to at the given time and start from start to finish. We got lucky with no rain, so that wasn't a delay factor. And they did some repairs on the soffit, on some fascia boards, and even siding boards. And they just went through, did an extremely good prep job, and painted it, and all of a sudden it's done, and it looks fantastic.
Yeah.
So couldn't be any more pleased with it. That's it speaks for itself.
Absolutely. Well, we appreciate the kind words, Bob. The funny thing is, I'd actually talked to your wife way earlier in the year, and then you ended up calling us because we're painting some neighbor's house. So that was a cool little coincidence as well. I'm gonna, at the end of this, walk around and show some of the carpentry work we did. But last question I have for you, Bob, is would you feel comfortable using lime, and would you recommend lime in the future?
Absolutely, I've recommended lime to my neighbor across the alley, and they're in the final stages of getting their house painted
Yeah.
by lime painting. And unbeknownst to us, at the same time, my stepson and his family in Denver, they're getting their house painted by lime.
That's right.
Which we just found out after we had finished and were raving about it. And
Yeah.
they said, "Oh yeah," and they're pleased as well.
Yeah.
So yes, I'll speak the gospel to the world.
Awesome. Well, we appreciate that, Bob. And tradition with Lime Testimonial is to say "get limed" on the count of 3. So I will count down and we will say it together. 1, 2, 3. Get limed. Here we are at Bob's property. Wanted to show you some of the boards we replaced. This fascia board here had rotted right where it meets the roof line because of extended moisture and water time. And so I took that out, replaced it. And then we also went ahead and replaced some siding boards on the deck area. Right in here. We replaced 3 up and then 2 on this side. And they were just completely corroded, flaking because it's a composite siding, and we replaced them for him and he's thrilled. So the home looks great. We are actually working across the alley as Bob stated. Right over here, you see that house? That's where lime is currently. So we're in the neighborhood, and if you're in Boulder, call us to get lime.